Welcome along then to Saturday and opening round of the Northwestern Europe event. Make sure to let us know how you are doing on this weekend down below. It's still Max Verstappen, Nick de Vries and Nico Hulkenberg, all 20% boosted. That's who we're running. Level 7 Rare Max and Level 7 Epic Hulk. And we're going to hope for some decent points. If you haven't watched our qualifying on Wednesday, let's show you how we got on. So we did 178 points, which I think was a record for ourselves. And we're going to be hoping to go one better. Obviously, that big race 3 was Imola. So, yeah, maybe no Imola this time in the weekend, but we do have Monza. So let's show you what we've got coming up in this video. We've got Canada for race number 1. We've got a trip to Belgium, which is going to be very tough in race 2. And we've got Barcelona and Zandvoort rounding out this video. So can we get some good points? That's what we're going to absolutely hope for as we get racing for race number 1 coming from Montreal. So here we go then. Let's see what damage we can do to our opponents and the AI. It's going to be a tricky first race, but we should have a top 10 start and a top 15 start for both drivers. And you can see it just come through the qualifying section now. P8 and P12, so not too bad at all. We're going to go softs and mediums. And we're going to need a bit, obviously we don't have race start and cornering to our sort of usage. So going to go on to a bit of Street Shark, and Verstappen going to go on to Merlions. Let's see what we can do. So Max Verstappen needs a good start if he wants his 2-stop to come into play. And it's going to be fast. We're not using race start on him, of course, with the boost choice. So we're going to hope for this second phase. And Max Verstappen just getting bogged down in the first corner. Stayed P8. We've got Hulkenberg up to P11. So maybe race start just missing from Verstappen at this point. But we do take P7. And into P6 now as well. So starting to make a bit of ground, and we get past Alonso too. So P5, that's not too bad. Be nicer if we get past Leclerc, and that we do. So up to P4 and P8 at the moment. Remember, doing 2 stops, so that's going to be the problem here. We're going to try and get past Hamilton into turn 1, and we do that. We're into P3. And we've got the McLaren of Lando Norris now behind us, so Verstappen really flying. And we're going to cut him down. See if we can get Hulkenberg into P8 again after the rival pushing through. And that is P7. Here comes Verstappen into the lead. And now we're going to just conserve down. Try and build some power unit back and try and hold off Max Verstappen. But it's not looking too bad so far. Hulkenberg doing the 1 stop with good power unit 2. Let's just push into corner turn 1, see if we can get past. Not quite just yet. We've got Verstappen still in the lead, and he's going to be coming in this lap, obviously doing an extra stop, so he's got to be quicker. Hulkenberg is just trapped behind Verstappen. We're going to just keep pushing him down into the hairpin, see if we can just make a move, and we should be able to, into P6. So Hulkenberg on these mediums, looking okay at the moment, as the rival just gets past us somehow. And Verstappen coming out ahead of Leclerc. So P3. And look at Hamilton round the outside of everybody there. How is he absolutely blown past? We're almost through him now as well. But we're up into P6. And we're going to try and get past Verstappen here. We do. But we've got to get some power unit back. What about out front? We've got 2 pit stops now coming in. So this is not going to be too bad. Obviously, we're not expecting 47s because of where we start and our car. But it's not looking too bad at the moment. You see Hulkenberg just dipping back to P11. Needs a good exit here. Oh, see, everyone else gets through that part, but we don't. And we have to now sit behind Carlos Sainz. We literally saw Hamilton a minute ago fly around everybody. But, of course, we don't get that look. Verstappen's in the lead. Hulkenberg trying to get past Russell. Let's see if we can go round the outside, maybe. Of course, we can't. We are struggling with Hulk. And And the rival, even though the rival's running medium with no boosts, they're all giving us a bit of an issue. See if we can get past. I mean, we can't get past. Hulkenberg cannot overtake. And it's George Russell who we are literally sitting up the gearbox. Can we get past now? Still. And how does the rival get past us? Hutch special yet again. Rival not pushing, we're using a boost, and we can't get past. And look how quick the rival gets past George Russell. It's an absolute special from Hutch. Not good, but Hulkenberg, Perez is going to fly past us. No point even battling that one. Verstappen's in the lead, so P1's confirmed. Hulkenberg is not going to get any more positions. And a pretty poor race then from Hulkenberg. Not helped at all by the AI. Or just anything. Look how the rivals got. We couldn't even push past Russell, but that rival got straight through. So P9 looks like all it will be, and that's kind of a disappointing one. Let's see if we can just claim back any more positions. We've got Magnussen ahead of us. And it's not going to be... I mean, we do get into P8. Soft tyres of Perez ahead of us. So it looks like it's going to be a P8 finish for Hulkenberg. I don't think he's going to get Perez. Unless he flies one into the inside. And he does. He does get up to P7. So I did think Hulkenberg would be a lot better in this race. Clearly not. And we do come home to take P7. P1, P7. It's not too bad. It is 42 points to start off with. Kind of hoped it would have been more. But that's all we could get in the end. Hulkenberg struggling to overtake. You can see it was a decent matchup. Even though that rival came flying past. Level 7s and a level 5 De Vries for the rival. Car was decent as well, but there's no way they should have been flying past us. They did the 4-4 as well, but we seem to struggle. Race 2 then in Belgium. We expect a very tough matchup in this one because Belgium can be a nightmare, especially in the rain. So we're going to have to just watch out for this one. And let's see where we qualify. It should be around the same. It's a similar matchup team score. And we're actually pushed back a little bit. Hulkenberg down to P16. Even though we've got the higher team score. So, what sort of strategy do we put them on? I think I'm going to go Firework. And Hulkenberg, I'm going to go on to Street Shark. I think we're going to run a 2-2-2 on both. And see what happens. We've got to give it a go. That is for sure. So, not expecting 40 points. Not from Hulkenberg in P16. Hopefully we do get perfect starts. I mean, it's very slow off the bat though. But Verstappen's going to take an inside line and take P6. Hulkenberg has lost positions and look at the rival pushing through on the hards. How do we not get the same look? I never know. But at the moment, it's P6 and P16. So not brilliant again. Verstappen making a few more moves as we try to use this race start advantage on lap 1. And we're trying to just squeeze past Leclerc. And now we do. And we get past Verstappen as well. Hulkenberg is absolutely stuck as we take a screenshot of that one. And he's struggling. Again, Hulkenberg. Verstappen's into P2 though. That's nice. We're going to try and just get past these hard tyres. And of course we don't get past. And still... now we finally get past. So hard tyres somehow shouldn't be a match against us round here, but suddenly they are. And remember, we will be pitting the same lap as that hard tyre on our second stint. See if we can get Hulkenberg past Hulkenberg. Yes, we can. We're up to P13. Verstappen's into the lead. And we're going to cut him down. Hulkenberg got the Haas ahead of him. And yet again, we're getting stuck with Hulkenberg. Just not our luck with him at the moment. Would prefer to use a bit of race start and cornering boost, but we don't have any. Hutch is not giving them out at the moment. And as we come into the pits, Verstappen comes out P5. There goes the rival. And we are out. And look at the traffic. and we lose a spot, of course. Somehow we get unlucky again, and we're sat behind Nick de Vries. Not any much longer, we are ahead. Verstappen's ahead as well. There's the rival on the Saar with softs, and how do we fly past that? I do not know. We've got Yuki Tsunoda ahead of us, and we're through as well. So we've managed to get back up to P17. Got Gasly ahead of us. Got Verstappen who's in P2. So we're ahead in the softs. And still we just can't get a good exit out. And we're going to lose out here. Oh no, we're just going to take both positions. That was nice. So we'll pit again. Got Hulkenberg in 10th. Not amazing here. Got rival behind us in P11. We're just going to hold fire at the moment. Rival is pushing with decent power unit. Let's see if we can just get past these two, who are very slow ahead of us, and we lose a position, of course. And then we get it back. Like, what the hell is this all about? P10 now. We're going to try and get a decent pit stop as we come back out in P4. And we've got Hulk in. So good stop needed by Hulk. We've not took service in to try and be quicker. And you can see the rivals on the hard tyres. P15. He just hasn't got anywhere this race. So far. Maybe a few pit stops come in would help. Verstappen now trying to get past, and does, I mean, he should have took Norris, but didn't. He's into P3. I mean, Verstappen's had a great little run, and now we're into P14. Make it P13, so we're through, and we have Verstappen's in the lead, so he's going to pick up 4 points at Spa. We've got the Haas ahead of Hulk. Surely we are going to fly one up the inside here. And we do. So we're up to P12. Good tyres left. Servicing's okay as well. But we've got an Alpine ahead of us. And I don't think we're going to catch them. We're going to try. I mean, we're right there. And we're through already, to be fair. So we're past Ocon. P10 and P9 are in sight. But I don't think it's going to be... Come on, yes. We're at least we're into the top 10. Verstappen's took it, victory, nice and easy. We've got one more chance at P9, and we're going to get P9. We'll take it, we'll take it. P1 and P9, it is still 40 points. That is what we wanted. But yet again, it's still pretty difficult with Hulkenberg, as you can see. Decent level matchup with the rival. They were running both level 8s, but the car had more speed. That's why they struggled. But we're still just not getting that little bit of luck that we could do with in running. So we move to Spain, and after the recent changes in Spain, it is a bit easier of a track on tyres and actually to make some points. It is going to be a 4 medium run for both drivers, and let's see where we start. No surprises. P9, P15. We're about that all the time. We're going to go both on mediums, and we're going to actually use firework again and street shark. Race start. That's suddenly what we've got. Wish we had cuppers. That would be nice, but let's see what we do. The key here is getting a decent start and a good break between the drivers, because they're going to pit on the same lap. That's why we've gone Street Shark, give us and bit of firework to try and get us a good start so we can start creating a gap. Verstappen hasn't had the best one, but now he's starting to come through, and he is into P4, which is going to get better into P3. And is he going to take the lead? Yes, he is. Hulkenberg has made up 6 positions. And he is still climbing as we speak. He's got Fernando ahead of him. We're going to keep pushing for a moment. See if there's one more position in there. There is. And we are into P8. And that could be better with Sainz, who's departing Ferrari next year, down to P8 now. But he must have heard me because he's come... Wow. And Alonso comes straight back past as well. So back down to P9. See if we can pick up some more places. We've got Verstappen in P8 who's going backwards a little bit. Let's see if we can get past him. Yes, we can, into P8. And we're going to have to start looking after the power unit at some point. We're after Sainz again, though. And Sainz does drop back. Probably going to come straight back past us. You can write it. It's scripted. Hulkenberg's going to make a move on us as well. We're on mediums. Hulkenberg is on the softs. So Perez is all over the back of us. Is he on softs? Yes, he is. So let's not battle that too much. Quite a lot of soft runners out front. And now we're going to get past Sainz, or try. But a lot of cars pitting. And it means Hulkenberg is going to move up to P4. We're going to pit Verstappen. We're going to push him. Try and create that gap. He's defending well from Hamilton. We've got Sainz ahead of us. And we're going to try and just make a move past Sainz, that Ferrari. And we should have a decent enough gap between the two cars. As Verstappen does come in. So Verstappen in. Hulkenberg in as well. We are starting to lag a little bit. And we're just going to double stack ever so slightly. Verstappen's back out in P3. Hulkenberg's already gone, but look at all this traffic. It is chaos again for Hulkenberg. He's just not making enough ground in that opening stint. And we are struggling then to get past. Does get it up to P11. But we just can't keep out of traffic with Hulk. So we get into this corner. Can we get back past? And we can get past the Haas. Got the Ferrari ahead of us. And it is a struggle out there. Top 10 though, at the moment. We've got Leclerc ahead of us. Let's try and push past Leclerc. Inside line. P9. And we've got to hope for some pit stops. There's a couple, 3, that we should get through. So we should get into P6. We're going to try and just gain that power unit back. 1 pits now as well. You just saw the Red Bull peel into the pits. We're going to just keep on that power unit. There's the 3 cars that are in. So we are P6, like we said. And what we got ahead of us. 2 mediums and 2 hards for us to try and close down. But P2 is going to be out the question. Maybe we can get the Ferrari. We are just looking after power unit. Ferrari's on the medium tyres. So Russell and Perez we want to hold up a little bit. Verstappen's gone out front. We don't have to focus on him. We can see the Ferrari ahead as we boost through. And they are now coming together. Ferrari's already past Russell, and so are we, into P5. Is it going to be a move on Charles Leclerc? Yes, it is. What about on Perez? We are pushing, and we're going to take P3. We're going to be taking 46 points at Spain. Good track. And good position. Hulkenberg got unlucky again with traffic, but he's managed it well in the end. And it is a return to the big points. So we have been getting over 40s. But this is a return to the promised land of 46. We'll wait for the rival to finish as they come along, P17 and 18. So, great little point score in there, 46 in Spain. And we can see 4-4 absolutely working a treat. Hamilton, the only one doing a 5-3 in P2. Level 7, level 8, and a very balanced car for the rival. So we head to Zandvoort. It's a very tough matchup for race number 4, but it's another track where you can score big if you know where to push and where not to. But let's see how we get on. Look at the qualifying positions. We are pushed back a couple of places with Verstappen. Hulkenberg stays where he usually does. We're going to go Firework and Street Shark again for the race start. And how can we finish off this video? Can we get in the 40s yet again? So here we go. Can we get big points? Verstappen, perfect. That's what we needed. He doesn't get the strongest start. I mean, we got a very slow start considering we got perfect. But he's motoring now in the second phase. And Verstappen goes past Russell. and Hulkenberg is into P14. So we cut down through this section, as always, and then we push out of it because you can make some good moves. And you can see we're up to P8 now, into P7. So you've got to keep pushing through here. And we're into P6. So good moves. Hulkenberg, yet again, struggling to get through the field. We're going to cut down with Verstappen, who's behind Norris. We can push again. And you can see we're into P5. As we get through to this section, we'll cut back down. And a lot of traffic again for Hulkenberg, but he makes a place into P12. Let's push again out of this section. So Verstappen's up to P4. Hulkenberg now making his moves through the middle. In P11 at the moment. Verstappen's up to P3. So the rival out front, who's going to be a tricky one to catch. We'll conserve. We've got Sainz ahead of us again. You can see the tears from his exit in 2025. Taking it out on Hulkenberg. And we are through into P10. So Verstappen P4, he'll come into the pits. We're going to try and just sneak past Alonso here. Oh, we put the brakes on. Didn't need to. This rival's running our livery as well, which is great to see. Great to see another one of our Community Championship winners. But Verstappen is in. Hulkenberg's in P7. He'll come back on the soft tyres. As we come back round. Rival's already out on hards. Verstappen is out in P13. So Verstappen's just got to look after that power unit now. We are going to try and make some early moves though. Hulkenberg stuck again behind rival cars. Verstappen's in P12. But pit stop still got to happen. Can we sneak through? Hulkenberg's in. Verstappen, we're going to try and just hold up the power unit again. Because we need to fight through this. Got the Red Bull coming out. He's going to suddenly make a massive move. And he is ahead of Alonso. Hulkenberg's in P9. And again, just conserving through this section. We'll push out of it. We won't push yet with Hulkenberg, but we're into P6. Hulkenberg's bang there in P9. Question is, how many more points can we take? Still got 2 laps to go. It's not over until it is over, folks. And there's got a couple of cars in the pits as well. So let's just try and keep ahead. We can keep ahead of the Red Bull by the look of it. And can we take Alonso? Not quite. P4, P6. Going to push again out of this section. Perez getting good traction, but we're through into P3 and Hulkenberg is in P5. So 40 plus points again is on offer, 42 at the moment. We feel like I can get at least one more car here with Hulkenberg. Because there is the Red Bull of Sergio Perez. We're going to run out of power unit. It's not going to matter because we are through P3 and P4. I think that's going to be it for our catching. And that's going to be 43 points, I think. As Verstappen comes round the final few corners. P2 is bang there. Not going to catch up though. And we are going to take decent points. P3, 22 points. P4, so it is 43 points. We will take that. So Zandvoort done and dusted for race 4. Told you it was a difficult matchup against a 1-4-4-9. And you can see they did a 3-4 on the hards, which was interesting. And you can see a 4-3 medium. Drivers level 5 Epic and level 9 Hulkenberg with a decent car as well. Trumps ours. That's why the team scores a lot better. But let's see how we have done in this qualifying session so far at the halfway stage. And it's not too bad. It's 171. That puts us on track for 342, which would be decent. There's definitely more points available. But let me know down below how you've got on. And fingers crossed tomorrow we can put in a mighty effort.